At one point, it was hard to imagine the MCU without the likes of RDJ, Chris Evans, or Scarlett Johansson as Iron Man, Captain America, and Black Widow respectively. But time has passed and we have to move on. As the MCU expands, there's more opportunities for other actors to make an impact within the MCU. Hello everyone, and welcome to my secret base. My name is Eddie, and today we'll talk about 5 actors who should join the MCU and what role they should take on. Let's get started. Number 5, Asa Butterfield. Asa Butterfield has one big connection to the MCU, and the fact that he was the runner-up for the role of Spider-Man, which went to Tom Holland. However, that doesn't mean that we won't be seeing him in the MCU, as Tom Hiddleston famously auditioned for the role of Thor before being offered the role of Loki. I think a similar situation will play out with Butterfield, as I think that Butterfield will actually end up in the Spider-Man franchise, not as an alternate universe Spidey, but rather a close friend and sometimes enemy of our favorite web-slinger, Harry Osborn. With Sony and Marvel currently at peace and the expansion of the Spider-Man universe continuing, we're likely to see Norman Osborn pop up sooner rather than later in the MCU, with Harry tagging along as well, perhaps following the next installment of Spider-Man. Butterfield is a good actor and will do a great job at pulling off the role of Harry, which was previously held by James Franco and Dane DeHaan. Number 4, Chance Perdomo. Chance Perdomo is currently playing Ambrose in the chilling adventures of Sabrina and does an amazing job at playing the Warlock. However, I do see him also practicing those mythical arts in the MCU. We have seen certain aspects of the MCU be expanded upon, such as the quantum realm, space, and ancient mythology. However, one thing that looks to be expanded upon in the future is the magical and mystic side of Marvel. With the incoming of Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness, Blade, and Morbius, if he's actually part of the MCU, we're likely to see more characters introduced in order to grow that portion of the universe. One of those characters that I think will be introduced is none other than Jericho Drumm, better known as Brother Voodoo. Voodoo is often seen teaming up with Doctor Strange. In the comics, Voodoo moved to America to become a doctor and becomes Voodoo after returning to his country of Haiti and finding out that his brother was dying due to a curse. Perhaps we could see his origin change so that his brother died early on and he moved to America thinking that his brother died of an illness, but then finding out that he died due to a curse. There are actually rumors that suggest that Brother Voodoo will join the MCU in the next Doctor Strange movie, and in my opinion, Chance Perdomo will be a great casting for Jericho Drumm. Number 3, Joe Keery. And we've come down to Steve Harrington. Joe Keery, who by the way has fantastic hair, I mean just look at it, is one of those actors who is bound to appear in either Marvel or DC sooner rather than later. I do think he'll pop up in the MCU sooner in the role of Nova. There has been numerous rumors since before Guardians 2 that we will finally see Nova in the MCU. While he's yet to appear, every day we get closer to it, and he is likely to be introduced with the Guardians of the Galaxy. Perhaps instead of being an Earthling, MCU Nova is actually from Xandar, and was one of the few survivors after the decimation of the planet. Probably saved by somebody that gave him a Nova helmet so that he may carry the legacy. I think Keery's style will blend very well with the rest of the Guardians. All he'll have to do is probably bulk up a little bit too in order to look more of the part, or as with anybody that ever joins a Marvel movie. He'd be a great addition to the space part of the MCU, and it'd be really fun to see him tag along with the Guardians, Thor, and perhaps even the person at number 1. Number 2, Sofia Taylor Ali. Okay, so a lot of you may not know her, which is something Marvel loves when casting certain characters. Sofia Ali is famous for her recurring roles in the MTV show Faking It and in Grey's Anatomy, with a few film roles here and there, such as in Truth or Dare and the upcoming Uncharted movie, which is starring Tom Holland. So who should Sofia play in the MCU, you ask? Easy, Kamala Khan, or should I say Ms. Marvel. Marvel has done a great job with the character in the comics, and are keen into introducing the character within other mediums. Currently, Ms. Marvel is set to appear in the upcoming Avengers game as one of the main characters, and has been confirmed to appear in a series on Disney+. They also confirmed that this series in Disney+ will lead to her being featured in movies after her introduction, most likely team-ups with the likes of Spider-Man, perhaps the Fantastic Four, or even having her join as part of the Young Avengers once that team is established. For now, the question is how long until she appears in the MCU. Number 1. Armie Hammer. In one of my previous videos, link above, I mentioned that Hercules could be one of the characters that we could see join the MCU sooner rather than later, as rumors are pointing to him appearing within the next Thor or Guardians 3. Well, in my mind, Armie Hammer will be a perfect casting for the role of the demigod. The star of The Social Network not only has the look, but he also has the physique and the charisma to pull off the role of Hercules. I, for one, am curious to see how fun it will be to have him opposite of both Chris Hemsworth's Thor and Chris Pratt's Star-Lord, as we will likely be seeing those two try to one-up each other in any situation possible in the next Guardians movie, with Hercules being added in order to be a foil for the both of them and becoming the shiny new god of the MCU. Well, that is all. Thanks again for tuning in, and please remember to like, subscribe, and hit that notification button so that you know when I upload a new video. Also, check out some of my other videos popping up in the screen right now, and also check out my Facebook page in the link below. See ya!